Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most beloved novels in English literature, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. This timeless story, first published in 1813, is not just a romantic tale, but also a sharp social commentary about class, marriage, and human behavior. Let's explore the story, the characters, and why it still matters today. The novel begins with one of the most famous opening lines in literature. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. This sentence sets the tone for the entire book. It's witty, ironic, and points directly to the main theme: marriage and social expectations in 19th century England. The story follows Elizabeth Bennet, the second of 5 daughters in the Bennet family. She is intelligent, independent, and values honesty. Unlike many women of her time, Elizabeth is not desperate to marry just for money or social status. When she first meets Mr. Darcy, a wealthy and proud gentleman, their relationship is full of misunderstandings and prejudice. Elizabeth thinks Darcy is arrogant and cold, while Darcy sees Elizabeth as below his social class. Their pride and judgments create barriers between them. However, as the story unfolds, both characters grow. Elizabeth realizes that Darcy is not as bad as she thought. He is kind, generous, and deeply loyal to those he loves. Darcy also learns to overcome his pride and respect Elizabeth for her intelligence and independence. Eventually, they confess their true feelings and marry, proving that love built on respect and understanding can overcome social barriers. What makes this novel so powerful is not just a romance, but also Jane Austen's sharp humor and social criticism. For example, she uses characters like Mrs. Bennet, who is obsessed with marrying off her daughters, and Mr. Collins, a ridiculous clergyman who proposes to Elizabeth in the most awkward way possible, to highlight the absurdity of marriage being treated as a business deal. Austen also shows how women of that time had limited choices. Marriage was often their only path to financial security. One of the most memorable moments is when Darcy first proposes to Elizabeth. Instead of being romantic, he insults her family and social position. Elizabeth rejects him, showing her strength and independence. Later, when Darcy proposes again, it is completely different. He respects her, humbles himself, and shows that he has changed. This transformation makes their love story even more meaningful. Even though the novel is over 200 years old, its themes remain relevant today. It reminds us not to judge people too quickly, not to let pride or prejudice cloud our vision, and to value character over wealth or status. It also empowers women by presenting Elizabeth as a strong heroine who makes her own choices. So, why should you read Pride and Prejudice today? Because it's more than just a love story. It's a witty, insightful look at human nature. It's about learning from mistakes, growing as a person, and finding true love through honesty and respect. To end, let me ask you, do you believe people today still judge others too quickly, just like Elizabeth and Darcy did at first? And in modern relationships, do pride and prejudice still get in the way of love? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this summary and analysis, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss more literary journeys. See you in the next video.